I think that probably most of us who watch any of the beauty channels here on YouTube have been seeing videos about the new viral Korean foundation that has just, I think it started on TikTok and it's everywhere. It seems like every person I see almost is doing a review of it and showing it. And most of the people doing that are younger people. So naturally, I thought, will this foundation work on a very mature woman? To be specific, an 80-year-old woman. And I ordered it. And you probably already know the name of it, and you've seen it. It's the TirTir. And I think the only place you can buy it is on Amazon. And so I go to Amazon. There are not a huge number of shades. I want to say maybe 10, but it's my understanding that they are expanding the shade selection to maybe 30. So I'm thinking that pretty much everybody will be able to find a match for them. So not knowing anything about this really, other than I initially actually watched Patti review this, and she was actually working with the company, being paid for the review, but still she just raved about it and went on and on and on. So I ordered it, and I ordered, let me tell you what my color is. I ordered the 27 in Camel. This is not the one I actually ordered. The one I ordered came in a couple of days, but when I tell you the packaging it came in, the box, and then when I opened the box, the compact was smashed. And I took some pictures because I knew I'd be returning it. What was still intact was the little compartment where the puff is and where the actual cushion foundation is. This is a cushion foundation, by the way. So I promptly sent it back. Amazon was very nice about it. Actually, I had the replacement the very next day. And I tried it out a few days ago to see if I was going to like it. And I will tell you that when I first put this on, I thought the color was perfect for me, my skin. I'm starting to get a tan. We had company last week, went to the beach. So I'm getting some color on my arms and on my chest. And so when I first put this on, I thought, how lucky that this matched. Got it all on, started, as you know, I do my foundation first and then everything else. And would you believe, by the time I finished my entire makeup look, it was starting to oxidize on me. It wasn't bad, but it was just darker than how it started out. I wore it for the rest of the day and I was fine with it. So I'm going to keep this for when I do get even darker, which I will, and I'll be able to use this. So I ordered another one and picked another color. This is actually how this came. So let me order a different shade. Don't know if this is going to work. The day I ordered it, they still hadn't added any more colors to it. So I ordered the 23 in Sand. Normally, I do pretty okay with a neutral, an in. So let's see here. This is sealed. We'll just see what this looks like. TirTir. And it opens sort of like a little egg. Opens from the bottom. There we go. The sponge, and just open that. And it is sealed, which is a good thing. So let's, and I tell you, I noticed this when I open this. What I've learned is that it only takes a tiny amount to get good coverage. There is still foundation right there. As I said, it's cushion. That color looks like it might work for me. So my face is completely prepped. I've watched 2 or 3 more videos on this, to make sure I was applying it correctly. And when I used it the day that it oxidized, I applied it correctly. I think I may have used a little bit too much. But I watched Robert Welch the other day. If you watch him, you probably saw it too. But he talked about putting the sponge on like that, because what a lot of people do, if you watch them, is they dip the tip end of the sponge into the foundation. And that's not the way you do it, he says. But what he says to do is to actually press the whole thing in, give it a good press, and you can see. Now, that's going to be too much, I'm sure. So what I'm going to do, and I saw someone else do this, it may have been Tati or could have been someone else, but on the back side of this little lid, just press it. And that's where I'll dip from if I need more. And you don't swipe this, you pat it on. So we're going to pat. Look at that. And you sort of learn. I think this shade may work. This is supposed to last, they say, 27 hours. I guess that means you would sleep in it, which I have to admit, there have been nights in my life when I slept in my makeup for whatever reason. Usually had a good reason. So you can see I'm getting pretty good coverage, and you know I like, really, because I have so many sunspots and stuff going on my face, I really do like having a full coverage. If I could get by with doing less, I sure would. If it covered, if a light application covered, that did pretty good. I'm not sure if you're seeing this. I won't know until I edit the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over. I'm going to swipe this time, but I'm swiping with my whole. I'm not just doing this. So you can see. Let's see what we've got here. I'm not used to really swiping my foundation anyway. Usually I use a brush. And I'm more stippling or patting that. Going over my eyes. This foundation, I believe, I should know, I've ordered it 3 times now, but actually only paid for it twice, was $20. Which, you know, there are some drugstore foundations now that are $20. Get under here, sort of blend it in, get up into my hairline. It does have a glow to it. I do like Robert's suggestion of putting the sponge on my fingers like that, and by sliding it down, to me, it ensures that I'm not going to do the dipping with the tip of it. Now, I think you could probably work around your nose and sort of press it in like that. I'm going to do a tiny bit more. So, just a real light. And remember, this is 80-year-old skin. Gonna be 81 the end of July. Hard to believe for me. I've got wrinkles. I've mentioned this before, but something that I like to do is pull my face up a little bit, where those, to sort of smooth out those wrinkles, and then, you know, go over my foundation to make sure it's in the wrinkles, because, listen, I've never seen a foundation that completely covers in those wrinkles or doesn't settle. I like this color even up under my eyes. Okay, let's close it up. It's a slightly tacky, but what I found out with using it already is that it does start to dry down a bit. So far so good. So let's go on with the rest of my makeup. And I just have some things I want to share with you. And the first thing has nothing at all to do with skincare or makeup. Okay, let's do eyeliner. I don't know where you live, but if you live, I think it's 7 states in sort of the middle of the country where it's cicada season. And I think for the first time in maybe 100 years or so, the cicadas there are 2 different broods that are out, and I've never heard them in full force. I have been where they did hatch or did come out of the ground, and they were loud, but nothing like what it appears to be now. Our grandson lives in Nashville. He's a musician. Yesterday, I saw, possibly you've seen it too, a t-shirt that was like a rock band world tour type t-shirt, and it was the cicadas. So I ordered 2 different shirts and sent them to him. Now, the reason I did is because they are really bad and really loud in the Nashville area. He's every time we talked to him in the last week or so, he's talked about how loud they are, and it's constant. So I can only imagine. So I thought, you know what, this t-shirt would just be so cute. So I'm gonna probably pop a picture up here so that you can see it. I'll have a link for you down below in the description box. And also, if you look under this video at the very first comment, the link will be, read that comment and the link will be in the comment. So if you live in that area or know someone who does, they would probably love to have this t-shirt. And it was an inexpensive t-shirt. Didn't cost very much at all. You're probably going to be seeing me sort of go through this makeup pretty fast, because this really isn't about the whole process from start to finish. I really wanted to talk to you about this foundation. I'm loving this color, so I think I'm going to really like it. I think by the end of this video, we will also be able to see if this oxidizes on me. As I said, when I used the original one that I ordered, I could see it happening by the end of the video. I have a super busy day today. I am probably not going to be able to do check-ins on it. If I can, I will, so that you can see. I'm going to use this old, worn-out Milani. Can you see? Color switch. All of this will be listed. Before I do eyeshadow, I wanted to address some questions that I've had about the under eye redness, darkish, purplish that I've had for a while. And I've always had the darkness, some darkness under my eyes, but it seems to have been getting a lot worse. And it occurred to me not long ago that, as much as I hate to say this, and this pains me, this pains me to say it, but as much as I hate to say it, I'm afraid that it's being caused from my Revitalash. I've never heard this happening with Revitalash, so if it is this, it's probably just me. It's the way my skin is reacting to it. But I've been using this now for probably almost 2 years, and I love it. I mean, I absolutely love it. But about a month ago, I stopped using it. Now, the downside of not using it is that my eyelashes are pretty much going back to the way they used to be. But I'm going to have to give it up if I figure out if for sure that's what's going on with this under eye business. Now, when I look in the mirror like this, when I'm filming, when I look in the mirror without any makeup on, I don't see it. When I'm doing my makeup, I don't see it to the extent that I see it after I've edited the film. And when I edit, that's when I see it the most. But it's definitely getting worse. So when I edit this video, I'm gonna look real close at it and see if, before I put my makeup on, if my under eyes are still that bluish, purplish looking. And if they're not as bad as they've been in other videos, then I'm pretty sure this is what it is. Let's get some eyeshadow on here. What I need is pretty much gone. I'm going to Sephora today. Melissa, 55, our friend Melissa, showed an eyeliner, a burgundy eyeliner in the Sephora brand that is a pretty good dupe for her, oh gosh, I've drawn a blank. I'll put it here. But a very expensive eyeliner for sure. So I want to run over there because I do like burgundy and plum and violet eyeliners. I'm going to go into my brows here in case any of that foundation got in my brows. So I'm going to Sephora and I'm going to look for that. If I were going to Ulta, and I may, but I can replace this eyeshadow palette and get rid of this. I have been purging my makeup. As a matter of fact, I went to look for something this morning to use today, and it's not there, so I'm sure it's gone bye-bye. But I've been purging my makeup. I've been purging a lot of things. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, if Robert Walsh happened to watch this video, he would probably be having a heart attack about right now with my makeup application and my eyeshadows. Well, everything I do. I'm self-taught and I'm not an expert at anything, so probably make a lot of mistakes. But we do that. But it works for me. That's why I always say that these are not tutorials. It's strictly about how I do it, how I like to do it, and whether or not something works. Something else I need from Sephora is mascara. I've been using this little Benefit. They're real since I worked with them. And this is the little trial size. And when I tell you there's still a tiny bit in there, but there's not a whole lot. But I really do like this. Good old Elf. I need to dye my eyebrows. I haven't done that in a while. That would certainly help. It's still a tiny bit tacky. I have my little fan. We'll fix this. Better. I'm going to use a little Milani cream blush. Cream bronzer. It wasn't blush. This shade is Spilling Tea, and I really do like this. It's not super dark. Get under here, sort of hide that double chin. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow blush in the stick, and the color is Say It Ain't Rose. And I'm going to pull my face like I told you. To get that blush in those wrinkles. Get this up into I can see the line there, so I'm going to sort of get that up into my hairline. Hopefully without getting it in my hair. I don't have a pink scalp, I have a white scalp. It's shiny. I may have to powder this just a little bit. All right, let's get some eyeliner underneath. I also have a doctor's appointment later this afternoon. Most of you know I'm a walker. And, I'm going to do this. A couple of months ago, I hurt my foot. My right foot. I don't know what I did. I don't remember an incident, but all of a sudden the top of my right foot hurts. And it doesn't really matter whether I wear sandals or my walking shoes or what kind of shoe I wear, the top of my foot hurts. And so I kept thinking, well, you know, who knows, it'll go away. It hasn't gone away. So I've made an appointment to go see if I've actually done something to hurt it. This is, and this is something else I'm going to look for when I go out today. This is, I've been using this and I'm almost out of it. Can you see? There's not much left. But this is that Carmody. Remember, she used to be the makeup artist on What Not to Wear. And she had a few years ago, she had a skincare or makeup line, I think, on maybe QVC. And I ordered it, and this was sort of the piece that I really liked. It's a crayon concealer, and I've used it off and on, and I finally have used it down to the bare nub, but the color seems to really work for me, so I'm going to look for a stick similar to this, and taking this with me to make sure I get this color, because I think that this is the key to it for my skin. And if I find it, I'll let you know, but we're gonna see if we can do something. And I tell you, the little ridge that I'm gonna take that with me when I go to Sephora and see what I can find. All right, we're going to do some lipstick. This is BK Beauty Everlast Lip Liner, Alter Ego. I know some of you are going to ask about this top I have on. I bought this at TJ Maxx the other day. No, I bought it at Marshall's, and I love it. I love it. I saw it and I went, oh yeah, that has my name written all over it. Has 3/4 length sleeves, and if you hurry to Marshall's, you might be able to find it. Sometimes TJ Maxx and, well, they're owned by the same, they're all the same, but TJ Maxx has a website, and I have actually found things on the website before that I couldn't find in the store. Maybe they didn't have my size in the store, but they had it on their website. I'll look on TJ Maxx because it's very likely that this could be on the TJ Maxx website, and if it is, I will link it. This is Revlon, and do not ask me the color because I've had it for a long time and the color has worn off. Seems like it's something amethyst, and you really can't see it over this lip liner that much, but I'm going to use one other product. So, let's see, I have told you I'm going to the doctor for my foot, bought a new pair of shoes, some new walking shoes. I'm on my third pair of Hokas, they're my favorites. And I'm going to do a video on those Hokas, so if you're interested in investing, if you're a walker and you're interested in investing in a good pair of walking shoes, I'm going to show those in an upcoming video. And as I said, they're my third pair. The first pair I absolutely loved. They were the most comfortables. The second pair, they were a different model, and I just didn't care for them that much, although I walked in them. But this new pair are so similar to those first ones, and I am loving them. I mean, you feel like you are just walking on air. So I'm going to show those and tell you a story about them. Okay, this is a new City Beauty City Lips color, and it is, I think it's orchid. It is. It's orchid. Look at this. I love it. I love it. City Lips in orchid. Okay, earrings are some old, I've had these probably 4 years. They are Swarovski ring, Marla Wynn, off of Home Shopping. Rings Jim gave me. My little heart necklace here. Someone said in the last video, I think, you don't have your heart necklace on. I had it on, but it was turned upside down and to the side. But Jim gave me this for Christmas, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Teen Nightsy, you can barely see them diamonds. They're just specks. But it's something that I can wear all the time and never take off. Hair, still liking my hair. Okay, I won't know until I look at this when I'm editing it. So what do you think? Do you think, now granted I've put bronzer on, I've put blush on, it's pretty much dried down. Does it look like it's oxidizing to you? Maybe a tiny bit. But I think this new shade that I got is light enough. As a matter of fact, let's make sure this is it. Yes, this is the sand. I'm going to, that I can use this. You know me. So I'm going to just put that right back like that. And then when I go to use this tomorrow, probably, I'll pat it off of that rather than the cushion. Waste not, want not. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Don't forget to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. Know that I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.